Hello and welcome to another pick a card reading with your messages for the week ahead, which is the week beginning 11th of August. So as always with pick a card readings, the way this works is that you choose the pile that you feel intuitively drawn to, and then using the timestamps in the description box, you can jump straight to your reading with your messages for the week ahead. So you have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Hello and welcome pile number 1. If this is your pile, then this is going to be your reading with your messages for the week ahead, week beginning 11th of August. So let's see what we've got. We've got the Sweat Lodge. So the Sweat Lodge is a Native American practice where participants sit within this sweat lodge that represents the womb of Mother Earth in darkness and intense heat. And the idea is to heal and purify and cleanse oneself from negative habits, beliefs, and so forth. So it's a transformative practice. And you can see this woman emerging from the sweat lodge into the light. So the feeling I'm getting for you this week is that it's going to be a transformative week, a healing week, a week that potentially offers really deep insights that facilitate big changes in you. Let's see what else we are getting for you. Pile number 1, week beginning 11th of August. What else do they need to know? Okay, so we have the gem. Yes, it's going to be a gift that you're receiving this week. You'll be returning from the metaphorical sweat lodge with a gift. We also have Aletheia and the desert. Yes, the desert to me relates to the sweat lodge in that it's to receive the gift. There'll be some hardship, some difficulty. The sweat lodge isn't an easy practice, so it doesn't mean you're going to have an easy week, but it's going to be a very healing process, a very transformative, alchemical process that you will return from with a gift. And I'm just trying to see what Aletheia means. I think I've had it before. Clarity, revelation, disclosure. Yes, I thought. Truth also. So, yes, you will emerge from a proverbial, metaphorical sweat lodge, from a desert walk this week with a revelation that is a gem and a gift. So a really powerful week for you. I'm going to put all 3 of them here as we've got enough space. Now let's get some more oracle cards and then move on to the tarot cards. Pile number 1. What else do they need to know this week? Oh, we have wildflowers and also the snail. The snail, instantly I'm hearing, don't rush this process. Take your time. It will feel uncomfortable. So the temptation to try and rush through it and get to the other side will definitely be there. But Spirit wants to tell you there is no rush. It takes as long as it takes, and it's okay to trust the process. And then you also have the wildflowers. Wildflowers are, to me, represent, especially like I'm thinking of the dandelion, flowers that grow through any conditions. Like wildflowers, you don't have to water them. They're not precious. It doesn't matter. They find a crack in the concrete and they'll grow through. And that is the nature of this revelation, this realization you're going to have this week. It will feel like initially the seed growing in the dark, pushing its way through the cracks and the hard earth, but then it will emerge as a gem, as beautiful flowers. So that's the end result of the process you're going through this week. And Spirit wants to remind you there is no rush to get through this. Be patient. Okay, we're going to move on to the tarot cards now for you. Pile number 1. What else do they need to know for the week beginning 11th of August? Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands. I'm going to move them over here because we've got quite a few tarot cards. This also moving up. Okay, sorry, the King of Wands. Did I say Knight of Wands? I don't know, I feel like it really matches the imagery somehow. Like that woman emerging, I feel like he's emerging with his inner light as a guiding light now, with new strength, powerful. This is how you're going to emerge from your sweat lodge experience, the Emperor. I mean, there is a lot of really strong masculine energy for you there. Again, completely confident in his own skin, powerful, authoritative, sovereign, amazing energy. Those are the wildflowers, the gems you will be emerging with at the end of this week. The Four of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Four of Wands. This is how you're going to go into this week. Unhappy, not even able to see what's on offer for you, stuck somehow. Stuck, I think is the main feeling I'm getting from this card. This is how you're going to enter the Sweat Lodge. In the Sweat Lodge, you will change your perspective. This is what's going to happen. And you will emerge completely liberated, happy, joyful, and in your power. Really powerful process happening for you this week, if you're willing to engage with it, of course. So let's see what last messages we're getting for you from the Oracle cards. Pile number 1, peace. This is what you're going to come out of. And look how beautiful it matches with the stone. Peace. Beautiful. At the end of the week, when you emerge from your sweat lodge, this is the place you'll be at. One last message for pile number 1. Dream a beautiful dream. This is the beautiful dream. You know, this happy life of joyfulness and celebration and community. This is where you're heading. And in order to get there, there are some internal changes that need to take place. And this week will be a great week for you to do them. I feel like this pile really resonates with a pile from yesterday for this full moon. And obviously a full moon isn't just one day, but a full moon can be felt a few days before and after. And I really feel like the energy from this full moon is carrying forward for you into this week. And the transformation process that has started under this full moon for you is going to continue. But I feel like it's going to come to a conclusion by the end of this week. You know, you will have made peace with whatever you've been kind of wrestling with in your sweat lodge, in those subconscious processes that you have been working with, these transformations you've been going through. That's all I've got for you. Have a wonderful week, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome, pile number 2. If this is your pile, then this is going to be your reading for the week ahead, week beginning 11th of August. So let's have a look at your first card. Oh, we have magic. So very promising energy coming up there right at the start for you for this week. Sounds like you're going to have a magical week. We're going to find out what exactly that magic is referring to. Let's get some more oracle cards. Pile number 2. What do they need to know for this week beginning 11th of August? Oops, there's quite a few, but we go with it. The thread, the river, the mirror, and the forest. The thread and the river, they're both giving me this feeling of a forward motion and of following along a path that you've been on for a while, a path that feels aligned, especially with the thread. I feel like this week will feel magical in the sense that you feel aligned on your path. You know, you're going, everything is, how do I want to say this? Everything will align for you this week. And you will feel like you're following a thread. So that makes everything flow really easily, like a river. You know, things will just flow as they need to, following a thread, moving smoothly. That's part of the magic here. And then we have also the mirror and the forest. The mirror tells me that, again, the forest, it's actually a German expression that comes to mind here. And it's about, literally translated, is the way you call into the forest is the way the forest calls back to you. And that's the same energy as a mirror. A mirror reflects what it's seeing, whatever you put in front of it. So the magic will also be a part of your own vibration. So the vibration you're going to put out into the world this coming week is exactly what the world will reflect back to you. And that's the other part of that magic. You know, it will really work very well this week in terms of you attracting the energy you're sending out, and things being aligned, being in a flow state, and things flowing smoothly. Right, let's get some more oracle cards for you. Pile number 2. What else do they need to know for the week beginning 11th of August? I'm feeling this card. The praying mantis. Pardon me. And the praying mantis. It's an animal that gets quite a bad rep, doesn't it? Because it devours its lover. The female devours its lover after the act. But I think in terms of the energy from this card, it is an energy of quite ruthlessly pursuing what you want. And obviously you're not going to eat anyone or harm anyone, but I think Spirit wants you to know it's a week to go for it. It's a week to really make the most of the magic that is available to you and to not hesitate, to take advantage of it. Obviously, without harming anyone in the process. Let's see what the tarot cards have to add for you. Pile number 2, there's all sorts of bits falling out of the cards. Don't know why that keeps happening. What else does pile number 2 need to know for the week beginning 11th of August? Here we go. We have the 6 of Wands, the Page of Swords, definitely a good week for creativity. The 3 of Wands, a good week for visioning and manifesting. The Queen of Cups, the 3 of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. The 3 of Swords tells me that this week is coming after some hardship. So it will feel really good to have a week where things go in your favor, where it feels like the universe is coming with gifts. That's very much what I feel like the Knight of Cups represents to you, where you are in a state of emotional equilibrium. You know, this won't be the case for you next week. You will feel very emotionally balanced, and whatever you start this week will be successful. But definitely with these two, it's a great week for creative projects, and it's a great week for visualizing and manifestation work also, using the magic that's around. So these two things are particularly good to focus on this week. Right, let's get some last messages for you, pile number 2. What else do they need to know for this magical week that is ahead? We've got quite a few coming out. Okay, boundaries. So that's just a little warning from the universe to say that in order to benefit from this energy, and actually I think it goes with the praying mantis energetically, in order to benefit from this energy, you need to make sure you have strong boundaries in place that allow you to spend the time tapping into these energies and benefiting from these energies for your creative work, for time with yourself, to do visualizing and manifestation practices. So make sure you protect your energy and your time to benefit from these energies. And we also have assessing and acceptance. I feel like acceptance is something related to this Three of Swords, and that whatever difficulties you have been experiencing emotionally, you've reached a state of acceptance, which then, you know, brought you the emotional balance. And assessing relates to me to the Three of Wands, because they're both cards where someone is looking out at the horizon towards the next thing, and she's doing the same. So it's definitely a good week for visualizing and manifesting what you want to achieve next. Right, one last card for you, pile number 2. What else do they need to know for this week? Oh, dream a beautiful dream. That is, I believe that's the same card that came out for pile number 1. And this again, dream a beautiful dream. Visualize and manifest your best life, the things you want to achieve, how you would like your life to be, and use those energies present this week to attract. We had the mirror and the forest here, you know, to attract these things into your life. So magical week for you, pile number 2. Make the most of it. Have a magical time and see you soon. Bye bye. Hello and welcome, pile number 3. If this is your pile, and this is going to be your reading with your messages for the week ahead, week beginning 11th of August. So let's have a look at your first card. Ooh, we have the mystical Shaman, and I love how the color matches your stone. So that gives me an impression of healing. So, but also of intuitive, mystical energies that are around. Very intriguing. But yes, the main feeling I'm getting for you from this card alone is that it's going to be a good week for some healing. Let's see what else we've got for you. Pile number 3, what else do they need to know for this week ahead? Week beginning, oof, let's not take all of them. Let's try again. Week beginning 11th of August. Okay, still a few, but I'm going with it now. So we have the Venom and the Unseen. So definitely from these two cards alone, I'm feeling that there is something poisonous and something unseen. So for me, that's something in your unconscious, something that is having a negative impact on you, poisonous foods, poisonous belief systems, Something like that, that's going on for you in your unconscious, and that this healing card relates to. We have also Kairos, Gnosis, and the Vessel. So I'm just gonna double check on Kairos. I'm pretty sure that means law, but I shall double check. My Greek is not that good. So Gnosis, yes, innermost knowing, mystic truths, and Kairos, no. I'm glad I looked it up. It's mythic time and synchronicity. So, okay, synchronicity. So, okay, so this week is a time for you to know these things. So they have been unseen before, they have been hidden to you, they have been influencing your life, but you have not been very aware of them. And this week you will be able to see them clearly. This is the time element. This is the time for you to see how these unconscious beliefs and ways of thinking and feeling have been impacting your life. You are the vessel, you know, you're the one who's been carrying them around with you and not really knowing it, being influenced by them, but being unaware of them. And this week, you will be able to heal them. Very similar to what I've had in other piles. I really feel like this full moon energy is still doing its work during this week, you know, and providing lots of opportunity for many people to really break through and transform things that they have been carrying around for some time. Right, what else does pile number 3 need to know for this week beginning 11th of August? Family. Okay, so going quite a long way back then, this venom, you know, this is stuff that you have accumulated somewhere in your family of origin, in your childhood, in your upbringing. And again, this isn't blaming anyone, you know, we all have experiences in our childhood that have a profound impact on us in a positive or a negative way. And if we don't want to blindly be led by them, we need to spend some time to become conscious of them and heal the patterns that are not serving us. And that's the energy for you this week. Now let's see what we get with the tarot cards. Pile number 3. What else do they need to know? So we have the 3 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, the 6 of Cups. This is also a family childhood kind of card, because you see him there, he's little with his dog, and there he's grown up with his dog. So definitely something to do with your childhood, with the time spent in your origin family, and something that's causing quite a lot of turmoil internally, I would say. Not necessarily that you are arguing with someone in your family, but it's going to cause you some upheaval internally this week, which will provide the opportunity for the unseen to become seen. So those internal emotional upheavals that you might have this week are actually a gift. It's the time to look closely, you know, when you feel this happening, that's the moment to take some time to journal, to meditate, to really look at it and think, what exactly is actually going on here, and how might I be able to trace this back to my childhood, what I've learned as a child growing up, and how this is negatively impacting my life. Because healing it will give you clear perspective, clear vision, and inspiration to move forward. So if you take the opportunity this week to work with these energies, to use the energies that are clearly present for you this time to transform this, then you will emerge from it with a clear vision and inspiration. very similar to other piles. It seems to be the week for some of this work to happen. Right, let's get some more tarot oracle cards for you. Pile number 3. What else do they need to know? Pardon me. Here we go. We have pleasure. Oh, I love that this card comes out for you. Look at how free she looks. There's butterflies, you know, symbolizing transformation. And she's got really like her heart center is wide open with her arms stretched back. Is a card of liberation. And you will be free to experience joy and pleasure in your life once you have healed this issue that is coming to the forefront for you this week. One last message for you, pile number 3. Oh, there we go. This is interesting. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. So, it's quite strong imagery, isn't it? We have the venom and the hold of darkness. So this is definitely something quite big, I think. But what it's inviting you to do by saying be at cause is, instead of keep experiencing the result of whatever happened that caused this, it's time for you to take charge of your life and be at cause, to create the causes for future results that aren't influenced by things that were out of your control, that things that happened to you, but by the things you actively put in place and do to make the positive things in your life happen. So very much a call for you to take responsibility for your past, the things you need to heal, and for your life moving forward. And they both go hand in hand, you know, because if this is blocking your path, then you need to heal that in order to be able to move forward. And this week is the perfect opportunity for you to have that healing. So have a wonderful week. That's all I've got for you, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.